time to get back to work. Well, it's Labor Day weekend, and I got on here a little bit in between grilling steaks, and I managed to let the trains deliver those $3 million log deliveries for a little while. It got us up to it got us up to about 30 million. And then I got yelled at to go do something for the Labor Day party we had and forgot to stop the game. So it got up to 70 mil, which is where it's back up to right now. So we are a little cash heavy, but we've got a lot of stuff to fix. Starting with, let's see, that's Birmingham, Montgomery, no, head up, Memphis. Here we go. So Mobile, where is that? South. You're still going south. Head north. Here we go. All right, here's the Memphis area. Okay, here's Brownsville. All right, let's fix this thing. Did a little detailing also while I was waiting to come online on stream, and I just, stuff happened. Didn't get around to it, so I never got on. Let's put the regular game music on, because I don't know when we're going to be. Well, we got to get a new train. That's a given. That is a beautiful sight. Even better, she's full. Hold on, wait. Should we upgrade this train while we're here? What engine is she running? She's running the... Nope, she never got her train upgraded. How many people are sitting in the stations for her? She's going to Brownsville. And that's the Nashville excursion. Or Nashville. Yeah, see, we need better train line names down here. We got to get rid of this TP stuff. Don't do it. Make sure we don't do it again. Again, that isn't helping anything. Just get rid of it. Yeah, but it's when we think of something, we'll name it better later. Again, which train was that? Oh, it's this one, the one that's right here. All right, she's going to Brownsville. This is Brownsville. She's going to Nashville. Yep, how many people are waiting in Nashville? 36. So yeah, the only thing we're going to do with her is speed her up a little bit. But we don't know if we need to. Oh, that's right, yeah. We're not doing train upgrades for no purpose. Alright, this line right here. Can we bring it under this bridge in any way at all? I don't really think this is our most important thing. Well, what happens if we try? We get a bridge pillar collision, yeah. Is it time to replace this bridge? No, I mean, this works. We're not going to put a whole new bridge in just for silly purposes. We got bigger things to fry here. Starting with this line right here. Okay, passenger services on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the zoo in which I live in, barking its head off. Oh, is he out there protecting you? Nah, no, not really. He's just barking his head off. Is that like something he does? Yeah, when he wants to be not really productive. That's what he does. Huh. Hey, happy Labor Day to you also. So here's the change we're going to make. We're going to treat this like a stop. Okay, what's that going to do? Well, what I'm thinking is we'll run these two lines here. Yeah, and we're going to get rid of all this kludginess. Okay, what for? Well, because it looks horrible. It really does. It looks like we didn't think or care. So we're just going to get rid of everything from here. Do we have the money for this? Well, luckily, we do. Seems like a waste of money. We're playing in a difficulty that does not allow us to waste money. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you get a few bucks in your pocket. You can waste it on stuff. Well, what's wrong with the... Well, they're gone now, so it doesn't matter. But what's wrong with them is that we created this goofy intersection in here and didn't account for the fact that... Oh, you're not putting an express station in here, are you? Well, I'm thinking of it. I really am. I am tempted to make this an express station with bypass tracks. I mean, that'll eliminate all this stuff going on over here. Yes, it will. It's tempting, isn't it? Well, do we have enough room to do it? I think we do. I think we do. That's a lot of track, man. Yeah, we're talking about 4 tracks. Well, and we have a bus stop here that's not even a... How many people are in this town? 321. Wow, Huntsville's gotten way bigger. Let's do it. We're going to fix Huntsville. That's not what this episode's about. Yeah, but the people in Huntsville don't care. They want the station fixed. I mean, we got this weird thing going on over here. What? And you are doing a lot of redecorating here tonight. I know, but see, that's the point. That's not what we were supposed to be doing. It just evolved into... Get that one going back. You deleted a track there. Okay, you know, hey, we're all for getting this thing fixed up, but let's not. Okay, there's our sidings back here. Okay, so we got plenty of space back there for siding work. Okay, now we need... How big of a station? And now you're just wasting money. I wouldn't say we're wasting it. Everything's going to grow back. And we're going to have a much nicer station here. Alright, well, let's see what the station's going to look like. Well, for starters, we get to fix this. Passengers. Give me 4 tracks. Give me an overpass and a large building. And that should give us plenty of room. It's actually not that expensive. We'll put it right there. Are we going to make that square to here? You know, we could. We could go full boulevard. Boulevard? Yeah, we could. Full boulevard. Right across. We're talking. Right to here. Yep, we get rid of these buildings so that it can fit in there. Why does it bow like that? This street is weird. You know, future traffic in this city is going to appreciate the work we're doing here right now. Why can you not? Yeah, why can you not? Something weird about coming straight to them? Well, let's try it this way. Not sure that's necessary. Well, drop it back down to 2. Let's do this. At least this way we got a street here. Alright, plenty of room for development. Let's bring in that big fancy station. 4 tracks, overpass large. Okay, that's going to allow the through trains to fly on by. And it gives us a beautiful station. Oh, what is this? I think we're saving this for... Oh yeah, we're saving this for Cincinnati. That's where we're putting this. The Cincinnati actually has a station that has a beautiful cul-de-sac going into it on the front end, and we're gonna emulate that. Okay. Now, excuse me, Mr. Gooberstein, I noticed that you put the, yeah, we did. How you gonna fix that? Oof. Well, I'm thinking, yes, what are you thinking? Well, we need a way to bring track over here. Man, come on. It's going to cost us $10,000 to replace. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, so get us to the other side of the track. So you're going to have to do something like this. Come down. Now, bring it down. Nope. Okay. Give me 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now give me a... Why is it not taking it? What? We're 4 down. Reset it. Let's get rid of this. We know that this won't be here. Well, yeah. So, give us a small passenger stub here. Okay, now go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down 5. Okay, now you're going to hook up that into this. Well, it is a passenger line. What, that means they can fly up and down hills without a problem? No, it's not what I'm saying. You already built the station, man. Give us cargo. Give us some tracks. Are you doing an express? I don't think we have enough room here to do it. And this place isn't going to be big enough because I see you're colliding with the lake. We're not coming here to pick anything up, and if we come here, we're just dropping off. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it just means we're dropping off. Okay. Again, what does that mean? I don't really know. It means something. Isn't it great when you think ahead before you put these things down? Hey, I'm just saying, by the way, the 2 people that are currently joining us, actually 3, sorry, welcome. Happy Labor Day weekend. If you'd like to do any backseat driving, it is most welcome. As the tagline says, gaming with vision so bad I can't see the E. As the blind gamer, I make mistakes. Don't intend to, and most of the time I don't even notice them until it's too late. So, backseat driving is appreciated. Now then, any questions about the map? Also, feel free to ask. You cannot do this. Yeah, I don't think we need to either. Well, how are you getting in here? We're coming straight through. Okay, and then what if you got to turn around? Then there's just a loop and you go back. We're getting rid of this whole thing over here. Because it didn't serve us any good and it created a lot of confusing spaghetti track. This will look much cooler. Okay, well, I mean, I understand you got your passenger service fixed. Yeah. Alright, well then, for freight, do we need 4 tracks? I think we just need the 2 going through and the 1 siding. Because I don't think we're going to have that much going on over here. Well, then do you need a cargo platform on this side? I think it would look unfinished if we didn't put it in. There we go. A mega station. Is that the official term? Mega station. Yes. Okay. So now let's get this thing fixed. Because from here, you're coming down here. Yeah. I would yell at him, but then he'll only come down here and think that I'm talking about him in a good way. And he'll want a cookie treat. And since I don't have the camera thing hooked up on him yet, it's really not worth it for me to give him a cookie treat. Tracks. How you getting out of here? Well, we're coming out this way. You gonna crash into town? No. Well, you are definitely losing a lot of speed here. Yeah, let's just get us out of here. Where is the... It's over here. Okay, now here's the other problem. We're gonna fix this. Now, we're doing an awful lot in a short area. Yeah, I know, but track is cheap. We're gonna fix this. When I checked this earlier, this section of track is down here at 11 meters. And then it goes up to 33, 50, 60, and over here, we're at 43 meters, 42. So we have to find where the track over here gets to 40. That's back here. And all the way down here. Yeah, see, all the way down here. Was right. So we need to get rid of this section of track here. And all of this track. And fix this whole section. What are you going to do, build a tunnel? I'm going to try not to. I don't want to build a tunnel. But we are getting rid of all this. I mean, you're committing to it. Hey, I said we were going to get rid of it. We're going to fix it. Okay, well, what's wrong with it? Well, the trains are slowing down to 19 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's just not acceptable. And again, I think we have a couple pieces of track here that are a little bigger than they should be. Like, why do we have 3 pieces of track sailing through here? Come on, push on back. And here's another problem that I think we have here. Okay, what is it? Well, coming straight through here, passenger service is going to be on the left. Okay, then what? Well, if passenger service stays on the left, all the way up to here. Well, that ain't gonna fly, sir. No, it's not. How low down can we push this? That felt a little harsh. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that is definitely lower than here. Okay, here's the freight line. And here's the passenger. Yeah, the passenger. If we keep the passenger on the right, she does need to cross over. Okay, cool. We're not going no problem with that. We already got a bridge for it. Okay. Is that level? Is that level? I don't know. Anybody got better eyes than me that can look at that and tell me? I think bring it up a little bit. Like that. Let's check it out with the numpad 1 tool. Oh yeah, that's the other problem we're gonna have. This thing is gonna... Track is 46. Track is 48, 44. It's still going up. Oh no, for a second I thought we put down that ballastless track stuff. Why are you still subscribed to that thing? I don't know. I don't know why I'm still subscribed to it. Okay, you can't follow this guy. You gotta get off of this path. Okay, so come over here. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, numpad 1. 43s. 41. You're going down. One problem, not the other. Let's see what this gets us. Well, you're instantly a tunnel. Yeah, you're not getting away with that. Oh man, we are not running a tunnel all the way through here. No, we are not. What did you think was going to happen? Well, I thought that I was going to be able to lay more level track. You know, something like that. Is that level? Well, it's level-ish. It's 38 down here, and it's 39 there. That's a lot better. Okay. Well, what if you take this to the bridge? Yeah, see, she won't let you. She curves too much. I mean, you are riding way higher than that guy. Yeah, we are. And we're trying to stay level. Let's get rid of this thing because it ain't doing us any good. What does this get you? The world's longest tunnel, which we ain't building for 500,000. That's an extra 300 grand. Yeah, but is it better? Is this any better? Well, you better decide, because once you click that button, it's 800 grand, almost 900 grand gone. Yeah, I wish I knew if this was... Well, then don't build it all the way. Put in a smaller piece. You know, baby step it. Baby step it. Yeah. Okay. Baby steps. See, that is 40, 41. Don't we have to go up? I don't know. I think we have to go up slowly or gently. Oh, that's the wrong track. Right over here. There you go. Now, what do you got? She comes over, and make sure you're on the right, correct side. All right, so passenger service is hooked up. Okay, now we got to get the freight line. Well, it's not hooked up. All this down here is broken. Okay. All right, now freight service. Are we going to parallel this? Well, we can't, because this thing... How much does she go up? Well, 40. 50. How did she go to 50? Oh, that cannot stay. Something is definitely wrong over here. She goes to 57. 50. And this bridge is 41. Yeah. She definitely is climbing. Okay. Take us to... Where is there a 40? There's a 40 right here. 41, right here. Okay. Well then why, when you come off of here, don't you just go straight? How is this going up still? Okay, 56. Something weird. Am I not reading this correctly? I mean, is it not the height from sea level? I mean... How is this 57? I don't think it's given us the height until after we place the track. Yeah, see, now it's 48. 46. Yeah, it doesn't give us the height until the track is placed. Okay. So let's get this thing out of there. Let's see if this guy can pick this up. Okay, 42. 45, 46. Yeah, she just keeps picking up. Like a build flat thing. Is this too big of a tunnel for us? No, I hear you. Open it up. Okay, and where is she at now? 47. 47. 43. 40. Still high. Yeah, there's still a hump in there somewhere. But what can we do about it? Well, I mean, at this point, not sure what we can do. I wonder if this is reading the track or the ground over here. I think it's reading the ground. So I've been thinking this is track all along, but it's actually just giving me the ground because this bridge is right here. I mean, and the height is dropping down. Oh, this tool is not as useful as I thought it was. We're back to just eyeballing this stuff. Well, I mean, if you know where the ground is, if you want the ground level, why don't you just use the level tool and level out the ground first? That just feels like it doesn't feel like an excavating tool, you know, like in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, you know, where it feels like you're excavating. You know, here, it just, I don't know, it just it doesn't feel right. Whatever. All right, well, you're over here. Yeah. And you gotta get over to this track somehow. I think that's the best way to do it. We get a little bit of tunnel. Tunnel magic happens, and now here you are. Then we come all the way back down here. We'll do our sidings when we come back around. Okay. And come back a little bit because we're going to have to make our curve here. Because we're not going straight, we're going over there. All right. Let's get the cargo line set up then. Well, we're not done the passenger line. It's working slow here. Leave us some signals. Waiting to come out, waiting to go in. Okay. Track. Track. Click the button. Come over here. How are we looking? 101s for some reason. It's a nice curve, keep it. And then bring us in. Alright, and give us our signals. We signaled up over here. You still ain't solved this little problem. Oh, yeah, we did. That's right. I wanted to come back here. Yeah. There we go. I mean, 86, 56. Yeah. Man, I wish we didn't have to go down 4. It just seems like so much. Right? Come back to here. From here we turn over. We grab. Where's the track? Yeah, I don't know. us out of here. Alright, well, we gotta come back one more second. Try. Too much slope. Alright, come back one more. Now let's try. Come over and down. Oh, come on. How's this too much slope over here? What is this? Get rid of this piece. We're coming out. And then coming over. Do we have to come out more? Go down one. No tunnel. Yes, tunnel? Okay, I'm not particularly happy with that, but... So, passenger trains have a junction, have a siding. They come down here. They go under. They pop out the other side. And they head right into Huntsville Station. And go on about their merry way. Yep. Okay. Now... make this look any better. Yeah, we can make it a bridge. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to get rid of this. And then now we're going to use that tool to flatten a very small area. And we're going to come right along here. Well, how small is this going to be? We just need it to be one track wide. Just take us over a little bit. Is that far enough? I don't know. I'm glad you're steering here. Okay. Collision. Collision with what? Did you dig up water? Well, yes, I did. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is not... No one wanted water here. Smooth. Can we... Let's go. No, it's not. See, the water's already there. It's like we broke it. Well, you're the one who dug up the water. Okay, well, how do we fill this water in? I don't know if we can. Can we fill water in once we've dug it up? Man, this is why I don't play in this menu. This is like nothing but just, you know, stuff waiting to break on you. And now you got this ugly street thing going on here. Well, we'll get rid of that ugly street. Hey, look at that. Problem solved. Okay. Now, let's bring this baby right across here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to help me pick the bridge, I would appreciate it. We have a choice of Ye Olde Bridge. Has its benefits. We can go yellow. Yeah, I haven't really used this bridge much. Green. You know, I would think I would use this in a forest area. But then every time I get to a forest, I pick a different color, so the bridge is easier to see. The Old Faithful, Old Rusty, which for some reason just always catches my eye because it's just an old bridge, you know? Alright, then we've got blue. Yeah, we used blue in Bloomington. As you do. As you do, as it goes. Alright, here's the white one. This is almost rusty. It's definitely not a well-maintained white bridge. Yeah. All right, and then we've got the new bridge, which I like because of the railings. However, as you can see, is that touching the track? Oh, it's close, but it's not. You almost had yourself disqualified from selection, Sir Bridge. It is close. Yeah, it is. Might be a little too close. And then, of course, the bridge that we will never use. Unless we absolutely have to. You mean like right there where it was touched? No, see, that's not... I mean, is that the length of a girder that doesn't need a foundation? Well, if it was a passenger train, why do you keep thinking passenger trains are light? They're just as heavy, if not heavier, than freight trains. All right. I believe the expression is, hey, chat. So, hey, chat, do you have an opinion? You want to pick the bridge? Backseat driving, here's your chance. We've got the magic I-beam bridge. The support leg, that's a little too close, but not close enough. Then we've got white rusty, off-white, a dirty white, clamshell white. We've got Bloomington blue, old rusty, and the green one that we never use. You know, it is Huntsville. Okay, what does that have to do with... Oh my god, this dog. You know, the dog cam is supposed to be here like in October. Because I really just want to pop his picture up on the screen so we can just all stare at it together and go, what does he see? There's nothing there. If anything, he's just going to see a red light reflected in the window. Why green in Huntsville? For the hunter. Oh, look at that. Well, if I don't hear anything from chat, we're going with green one then. Alright, green it is. You sure? Yeah, and it looks way cooler this way than what we had going on over there with the whole flippy-uppy bridges all over. You gonna do something with the swimming pool here? Can we? Smooth. You ain't getting nothing out of that. Increase the brush size a little bit. Still ain't. No, that's there to stay, buddy. Okay. Are we hooked up down here? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. But we're not hooked up in here. No, we're not. Alright, so bricks are coming from up there, and they're coming down to here. Give me my signals. And now, what are you doing here? Well, bricks are coming in. You've said that. Yes, and the problem is the size of the brick drains. What are you doing? Well, why aren't you just stopping over here then? Oh my god, I forgot all about that. I seriously forgot all about it. Okay, so she's coming down. She stops here with the bricks. They get out. Okay, and then they all head out that way. Why do we have 3 tracks here? Because this is a stop heading in. You don't know what you're doing here, do you? I mean, we could close up. Yeah, there really needs to be 2 tracks here, doesn't there? Yeah, there really does. There's no express going through here. Oh, yes, there is. These guys with their logs, they're an express going right through here. So they can come by here, express, not stop. Or they can come through the middle lane. I think you just lucked into that. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Why are you not grabbing over here? Grab over here. You know, your freight train slows down to 60. It's not much of an express sort of configuration. Well, again, it's a freight train. Okay, now this guy is our cargo line. This guy is our cargo track. He goes up to here. Now, watch and see if all the red lights turn off. Nope, they're not happy with you. They do not like you. And they're definitely mad at you. Okay. One thing at a time. How are we doing over here? Well, we're doing good. This is our siding area. Outside of the Huntsville outskirts is what we're calling this. You know, you were supposed to... You have a mod that you got that let us put down farm buildings and stuff. So that, you know, in the outskirts areas. This is just the siding area outside of town. And if anything, it's going to become... This is the cargo line. It's going to become part of this factory whenever we hook this factory up. Okay, big thinker. So you're going to hook up the passenger lines. Oh my god, we're on the wrong side of the tracks. Just stay over here. Okay, come down. And zoop. And you're in. Okay. These signals are all correct. These two are correct. And now you're single track all the way out to here. Okay. Let's put a siding area over here. How big are you making the siding? Well, passengers 50. Are you going exactly for 50 bucks? And the freight is 75. It's not that much further along. Yeah, I know. It's weird. You'd think it was a lot more, but why do you keep doing this? Didn't I just mention to you I don't see well? Why are you picking on me? I mean, seriously. Alright. That's all nice and pretty. Again, you didn't grab the right thing. Okay, what's not working? Nashville Dancer. No pad. Turn around. Turn around. No pad. She can come down here. Yes. Let's get these signals right. is she still not coming down here? This way, that way. Waiting to get back on. I mean, the train's right here. Nashville Tool and Die Work. I mean, if anything, the Huntsville train should be broke. Where is the Nashville Tool and Die Work? Why is that train doing all over? Where is this train trying to go? Alright, she's down here. She's loaded with bricks. Oh, wait. The Nashville Tool and Die Works is the Nashville City Station. That's where she's going. She's delivering bricks to Nashville. Okay. But why can't she make it through here? She's made it to here. Uber, you put a one-way signal here. Why is there any signal there? Okay, she can go. Okay, who else is broke? All the Huntsville trains. Yeah, but I just said we knew that they would be broke. They're broke because they have no way to loop back around yet. Oh wait, two of them are the Huntsville buses. Oh, well, one of them's a Huntsville bus. Because we didn't make a Huntsville bus stop. No, we didn't. But we're going to do that right now. Buildings, people. Give us a fancy bus stop. 1850, 40 meters, bus. And the usual, give us a pond. I like ponds. No, you can't do that. No, you can't. Oh my god, why did you do that? Pay attention, man. I was. Okay, what are you doing here? Well, can I get in here some way? And I have catchment to the train station. I mean, yeah, you're a little further down the way, but I have catchment to the train station. Okay, yes you do. Alright, now. I have all of this. This one out here. Why are you doing this? Well, to force it to turn around the way I want it. Okay. And then this one. You know, there's no one out here. Yeah. Well, we can get rid of this bus stop because the station's right here. So what I suggest we do is we get rid of Pond Street. Number 2, Forest Street. Okay. This is the, well, 3rd Street is now this. So you start out here at the station, down to this one. It's number 6. You go to College Street, yeah. Come up here, you hit College Street. Come back here, grab this guy. Go down here, go around and come back. That's an awfully circuitous route. Well, yes it is. But here's what I suggest. And to the 5 of you who are currently tuned in, let me say good evening, happy Monday, and if you've celebrated, I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. All right. You know, why don't you break this guy into its own stop, Broadway Street, because the rest of these are just a loop that's barely serving itself. Break off Broadway Street. And we're going to call this Huntsville 1, and that's going to be Huntsville 2. Go hunt for it. Ha 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 ha. Huntsville 2. Come on, man. There we go. Huntsville 2. She comes out of here. She goes down there. There we go. And let's check Huntsville 1. Do we have... We definitely have catchment from this guy. This one definitely covers all this. Alright, get rid of this one. Well, you got a ton of people waiting here on... what happened here? What are all these people waiting for? Well, they were waiting for something. Something that you just killed. You know what you could do? Yes. Take. What did this thing just read? That's the train. Why is it registering the train over this? I don't know. Close that window. Did it put the train stops in here? It better not have. Let's fix it. Okay, Brownsville, Huntsville. Oh, look, that's why they're broke. Yeah, that is... Get rid of this. United Station. We'll just put a loop back. Okay, and what's the other station? Brownsville, Nashville. That is the line. He comes from Brownsville to the Nashville branch up there. Yeah. And then she hits here on her way back into Brownsville. Well, then why don't we just have... oh, because one's a direct and it's a stopover on the way. Okay, so Huntsville at the station. We want her to stop over here on the outside edge. Brownsville down there. She comes. You goof. Stop doing that. Okay, Brownsville. At a station. She's going to stop over here. She's going to Nashville, and then she's going to stop here on the way back. Okay, on the way up, she stops on this side. Yeah, track 4. And on the way back, she stops at track 1. Okay. Now, what's the deal with the yellow train? That's our express. It should look very expressy to me. Yeah. And if we've got this local... that's going from Brownsville to Huntsville to Nashville. Yeah. Why are we running a direct? Well, has it been making money? Brownsville, Huntsville. Show us. Have you been making any money? It's a little bit iffy here and there. Yeah, but as the cities grow, these numbers will push up. So it's an investment in the future of the youth of Huntsville. Whatever you want to justify, waste money and possibly drive us into bankruptcy. Okay, let's put our loop in over here. Okay, quick passenger loop. How about a better loop then? Signal. Waiting to go home. I'm off the main. Okay, give us a horn. This was actually one of the first places on the map where we had that horn sign on this playthrough. Really? Yeah. Honk. This is not that princess show. Line manager. Okay. Look at that. She turns around. And we got no errors. Okay, now we just have to see if this was worth these $7 million that we wasted just to have these guys travel and not slow down to 17 kilometers an hour. Okay, this guy's got logs. She's going home. All right, lady. Show us she can get up to speed. Get out of this tunnel. Come on. Click, 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 click. Come on. Pump it. Throw those logs on the fire. Is this thing carrying coal or logs? I don't know. We can't tell. I would guess coal. 23. You were at a dead stop. This is not the train to compare to. No, but this is cool. I love it when we have track, you know, side by side at different elevations, interacting with each other. You know, it just like interesting things are about to happen. Come on, man. What speed are you on? Come on, put us on train speed. I mean, we're doing 23. 24 now. Yeah, I think we're going to have to catch the next one coming out of this tunnel. Well, what happened to our we don't change track? Yeah, well, we changed the lines that were on this route. We were bringing stuff back down to Brownsville. And what we found was that this thing was just bottoming out. You know, can't. We're trying to make 3 mil one per train here. These things were slowing down to the teens. What are you waiting for? Is that coming here? It is. We get to test it out that quick. Come on. Okay, you're 30. Oh, we could have seen it go over the new bridge thing that we built. See how cool it looked. Well, you missed your chance. I have to catch the next one. Okay, so we're taking logs. We're taking bricks to Nashville. Okay, so for all this work, I'm not seeing where you made any difference in speed. I know, I'm just kicking myself here. What did we accomplish here? Well, we wasted on close to $8 million. How? I mean, how did we spend all this money and we made not a single bit of difference in our track speed? I do not understand. Are these trains that heavy that they're not going to get up to speed? No, I'm willing to, no, I don't think, Did we ever test these trains to see if they ever get up to 50? Or are they just so heavily loaded that they never get up to 50? And we were trying to push them to get up to 50. And it was just never going to happen. Well, again, okay. It can't get up to 50. Okay, whatever. We'll deal with that. But at least this way, it's still doing 30, almost 40. I mean, that is still better, right? Hey, we're doing 50 now. We're doing 50 now. And the bridge still looks cool, and all these bricks in the wagon in the back still look cool. Okay. Then it all looks cool. Where is that other train? She's down here somewhere. Who is this coming up? That's a Huntsville passenger train. Doing 55, and if we had faster engine, she'd be doing 80. Well, not unless you change out the cars. The current cars only do 60. Well, yeah, whatever. But we should be able to get to 60 pretty easily. Yeah, this is a lot smoother. I mean, if nothing else, that one bump back there, this thing went down to ground level for no reason and came back up. This guy's taking planks to the tool factory. Alright, there's... Okay, speed me up. Because... Ooh, talk about perfect timing. We want to see this guy haul those bricks down. Not bricks, logs. She's going to go pick up a load of logs right over here at Nashville Forest. She's going to take the logs from Nashville Forest back down to the Brownsville sawmill and woodwork. Okay. This is what we were trying to fix. How long it took this thing to get back down to Brownsville. Well, let's see if the speed improves any. Punch it. Okay. See, initially, just yesterday. Okay, well, in the before 4, she was picking these up and dropping them off here as a way to pick up a few bucks and not deadhead all the way home. Okay. And now we are taking them all the way home. So we're doing way smarter than the deadhead. We're taking them to a tool factory to a sawmill. Now, once we get these logs there, we're going to go behind the train. I mean, we could duplicate this thing. I mean, we could. It's the same train. Alright. 40. The siding's up there on the other side. Are we waiting for somebody coming up or somebody going down? Why? Oh, we didn't. Ugh. Gotta fix that. Make sure she's on the freight track at least. Yes, she's on the right track. Okay. That one needs to turn around also. Really? You just don't want it to haul all the way up to Nashville for no purpose? No, we don't. Okay. Bring it around. And bring it back in. Why are you climbing so high? I don't know. Something weird over there. Yeah, let's fix that. For some reason, you just started climbing. Hey, even all the way over here. Wow. Okay. Are you climbing there? Bring us down. Okay, just keep us level. Whatever. No, not whatever. Keep us level. That is not far enough out. You're gonna hit the lake this way. You know, we do so many of these, we should be much better at them. 58 is not that awesome. Okay. I guess your turn. Signals. You're off. Give us a horn. And you're waiting to get back on. Let's check our line. We're looking for Huntsville bricks. On Matt's to Huntsville. Okay. She comes out of Brownsville. Okay. Why is she calling this Brownsville on 3rd Street? Huntsville Station. Okay. Nope, she goes all the way around the park. She comes up here and she pulls off and makes a delivery. Man is the line. She comes to the freight yard and she stops on track 2. And then so hard to grab these things. And she turns around. Did nobody see that? Because clearly I did not. Do you ever see them? Yeah, when the game tells me that I can't drive anywhere. Then for some reason I notice them all the time. Alright, now she turns around. Yep, and she heads straight back. Well, why don't you ever deliver Well, because the sooner she delivers, the sooner you get paid. Well, you don't get paid any different. Yeah, I know. It's a tough one. And you put the siding over here. Okay, let's have her deliver to track one. There you go. Alright, everybody should be happy. And because she's delivering to track 1, this Uber over here that's going on the wrong, she can actually deliver. Oh, good point. Yeah. If we had kept it at platform 2, she would have had to go all the way home and come back around before she could make her delivery. This guy seems awfully big for this number of bricks. Yeah, I think oh, we get to see the new bridge thing. Well, let's see how it looks. Well, you know, because you have to stop and make the delivery, you'll be pulling out from 0, so should be a nice slow approach. Look at all the people happy to have a new station. Alright. Show us something awesome up here. Do you want to be down on the ground or up here? No, I want to be up here. That's kind of cool looking. Let's see. If we get a passenger train, we can see how... Because we shouldn't have much of a speed hiccup from this, because it's going to be stopping in the station anyway. And this side is definitely more gradual. I mean, both sides aren't too bad. Alright, are you going to put the... Oh, yeah, that's right. We deleted the road station. So we owe the town one. That's unattractive. Alright, we need some water towers. Really? Yeah, because we haven't spruced up this thing. And how many times are you going to spell water wrong? As many as it takes. Come on, man. Figure it out. Okay, now, give us the town water tower. Orpheus, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, so here's our... Yeah, here's our town water tower. Morpheus is an excellent gamer at a ton of different games. I haven't seen a game that he sucks at. I am doing awesome. We had a Labor Day weekend barbecue out back. Kids were around to go swimming. I played this game on what I would refer to as hard plus. I do all sorts of stuff to make the game hard, and then I tweak the settings to try and turn the difficulty up another notch. Examples are things like these loops. The trains can't automatically flip. They have to go somewhere to a siding and turn themselves around, and that makes the trains take longer. And because they take longer, their maintenance costs are higher per delivery, and the deliveries aren't as much. So year over year, costs become higher and income becomes lower by, again, just a little amount. But like right now, I'm at 58 million. I haven't seen that number in 3 weeks. I've been eking in the, in the dirt 5 to 10 million every day. So it takes quite a bit on a regular gameplay. Most people would have $1 billion in the bank right now, and then at that point, it's like, why are you even playing with money? It just becomes too easy. And I do goofy stuff like this, which I think just makes the track look interesting. If we had a passenger train somewhere. Oh, how convenient. One just ran through there and I missed it. Nashville. 48. Yeah, it's just the game loses all of its, you're too rich. It's the thing. At that point, you might as well not bother playing with money. Let's see. This is... Give this guy an engine upgrade. The other thing I do is all my freight trains have caboose on them. It makes them cost a little bit more money, and their maintenance is a little bit higher. Plus, because it's heavier, the train goes just a little bit slower. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And again, that just adds to the... Well, the problem with doing... I have a separate video that I did, and Sardor hopped in the other day to chat with me during it. It's on the YouTube channel. It's called Very Hard Passenger Only. And you can see how on the very hard setting you can make a profit. You get really, really close. And all you have to do is just throw around a couple of trucks, to bring the people to the train stations. And then once you have planes, if you play in an air, at this 20th century, where you have trains, airplanes. Airplanes are unlimited money vehicles too, because you can take something from one corner of the map to the other. But yeah, freight definitely makes the game easy. Baldwin and passengers. We're sticking with these guys. Yeah, like here, this guy's heading into Nashville, and she's doing a loop before she gets to the station. The normal playthrough is you just pull the station direct point to point, and then whoop, Harry Potter's wand comes out, and they flip around. But as, it's been discussed many times, this isn't a train game, it's a freight game. And passengers are freight. So, or they're cargo. So, it really shouldn't matter that the trains flip around, but, none of the other vehicles do it. So it's just... But the other reason I do it is because it makes the game harder. Yeah, I would love to see it if you were doing it. What difficulty level would you be at? Or just doing it for fun, or, or doing it for more decorative. I have sand towers, but I keep forgetting to activate them. Do we have a water tower in town? No, we do not. And a water tower. Okay, 6 times is the charm for me to spell the word water correctly. And we doing anything with this factory? Not today. Yeah, there are people who, I mean, that's where I've seen, if you want to do real super detailing, go to City Skylines. Because, boy, you can do... Alright, so we're taking this guy back to Brownsville. You could do a lot of nice detailing stuff there. But, you know, there's stuff on the workshops that lets you do, you know, quite a bit of stuff. And then once you start, like, this is a custom map. I mean, I made it based upon the U.S. Geological Survey data. It's a map of the Mississippi River. So we go all the way from, and the other thing I did was, once the map was built, I then, I modified all of the industry resources to make them more challenging. So like all the iron is up in Minnesota. All the oil is down in the Gulf Coast, on both east and west sides of the Mississippi. You know, if you want coal, it's in Illinois and Ohio. So you know, you don't get that, you know, random everything is everywhere. You know, you actually got to go work for it. Yeah, we're gonna need another train on this line. She makes, yeah, she's making 4 stops. Oh, yeah. You know, just something entertaining. I mean, you can't have flat everywhere. Yeah, that's one of the things about you can see people have asked it for, you know, a long time on the forums and Reddit. You know, they ask the question of, you know, how do you spawn a map and tell it that you don't want, you know, random iron and coal everywhere. You want, you know, all the iron in the Northeast. And the answer is, you know, you gotta take the time, you know, go into a map. You know, here's St. Louis. Keep sailing up the Mississippi. The first bridge across the Mississippi was from Rock Island to Davenport as part of the Chicago Rock Island Railroad. You know, you'll notice I have no other bridges across the river because in game time, in real world time, they haven't been built yet. So, you know, I'm out here struggling with all these ferry boats. But when you come up to Minnesota, there's all the iron. You know, and historically, you want to build yourself steel, all of this has to come out of these mountains. And it's got to go across Wisconsin, through Illinois, down past Chicago. You can see this is not a, you know, Chicago right now is, what do we got? 225, 413, so that's 650. You know, we got 900. So we got, you know, we're closing in on 1,200 people in Chicago. But you got to go past Chicago to get down here to the steel mills in Gary, Indiana. And, you know, there's the 3 steel mills at Fort Wayne, Ohio. So, you know, you want to make... No, and it's going to be awesome to watch. Because, like, once you get down here, you know, these guys are all on flat at the same level of Chicago. But if you need that additional steel production, you got to get up over this hill to get to this one. And that's going to be a big, heavy train full of iron. So, you know, what do? You know, if you need this 3rd steel mill to make steel, the 3rd one does not come easy. And it's, you know, but then you need the coal, and it's like, okay, where's the coal? Okay, there's one. Hooray! You know, you got to go looking for it. It is not, you know, not inconvenient places. And that's still got to get over here to the coal. You know, that's a challenge. I think that's great. You know, it's a shame that there's not more maps that, you know, give you that heightened challenge. What am I doing? Oh, we're in Brownsville. Sorry, we're down by Memphis. Yep, Cincinnati. Alright, so Nashville. Alright, everybody up here is fixed. Where is this guy? Oh man, I went all the way back the wrong way. Close that guy out. Alright, get us back down to Brownsville. Brownsville. Yeah, it's you know, I'm in a small map. If you just go into the editor and take a few minutes, you know, give yourself a little bit of a challenge. Okay, Brownsville Sawmill, Tool and Die Works. We need a vehicle. Here's our depot. Right, give us a train. We are hauling planks down to New Orleans. So let's try and take... Really? It's downhill. We're coming back empty. Let's try it this way. Alright. I mean, the worst can happen is we sell these extra cars. Well, no, we'll buy another engine. That's the worst that can happen, and then we'll move the cars over. Alright. The name of this train is... It's a freight train. So this is the Illinois Central. And she is 4611. Alright. And we are going to take a ride on her all the way down to New Orleans. Which means... Nope, wrong one. Come on, man, you only have to touch one button. How hard could that be? Alright. Brand new train ride. Hey, Uber, assign it to a route. just... Going to Mississippi. Can we get her to pick up planks before she leaves? I don't know. Let's see. She's going to come out of Brownsville. She can get over here. Yeah, we can do it. Just give us a little junction. Way. No, they don't. Come on, man. Pay attention. Yes. Yeah, I'm using all of the names in the different regions. So as an example, all the trains coming out of Chicago are labeled. Like, let's find one. Like this guy right here. She's wearing the orange and black of the Milwaukee Road. And then when the diesels come in, the diesels will be fully detailed because people have gone onto the workshop and detailed them out. And all the trains that are passenger trains have a name, and all the freight trains are numbered by the locomotive. So, like, here we go. Here's a Rock Island line, sporting but she's in her passenger line, so she's actually on the Rock Island line. And then, like right here, you see this guy pulling out of the station backwards? They drive into the station, and then they come out of here backwards. And now they pull forward. So I flipped them over. I made a Y at all the major cities. So there's a mod that's called No Flip. And the whole point of No Flip is, hey man, no space magic here. So because they can't flip, they got to be able to have otherwise they're going to go backwards. Otherwise, or what you do is in the station, they have, you just send them around and you put a loop on each end like a dumbbell, and that's how you can do it. But in these major cities, Chicago's Union Station is it's a terminus station. And, all the stations in the major cities, I looked them up to see what they were. And if it's a terminus station, that's what goes in there. And then, we have to do the work. But that adds to the cost of the track. I'm running a station over there for no purpose. All that track coming in and going out of there, it just incrementally adds to the cost, and it lowers how often you can complete a route. So it hurts your revenue. No, it's actually, I don't think it's that bad. Once you do it a couple times, it just becomes... Oh, here's the other thing that I'm doing. All of my track is single track. Now I have sidings, of course, and I have multiple track at the stations. Like here's a siding. But you can see, we're back to single track again. All of these passenger trains... and every passenger line is different from a freight line. They do not connect. So I'm not sharing track for passenger and freight. And, right now we're pulling into Chicago. This is a lot of track that's just sitting here. Just sucking up the costs to feed this big old station. it is a big, expensive station. But there we go. We're backing out again. Because she's got to turn around. In a few years, when these stations get busier, these will be packed full of trains. And it will just keep adding up. I mean, like, look at that right there. That is a lot of stuff coming into that one station right there. And like, I look at that and go, there should be like 8 or 10 more trains in there right now. And then here's the freight line crossing Chicago. You know, wanted to make it a little interesting. But yeah, it adds up. There are days where I will sit, like even my revenue numbers, you know, 48, 53, 55, 46. You know, it's an $8-10 million a year fluctuation to deal with. And I've got, because this is the Mississippi River based map, I've got ferries that are running up and down across the Mississippi. So, all right, so here's the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here's the dock. Here's our St. Louis, Minneapolis ferry. She has, in 50 years, had 2 passengers. That's it. But this map is based upon the Mississippi River. You cannot have a Mississippi River map if you don't have ferries and boats running up and down the Mississippi. It's just, yeah, but they're not making any money. I don't care. It's part of the cost of having them running. And they just keep running and sucking down. And it's not like it's sucking up a ton of money. It's taking just a little bit. But that's what this is. There's things that are just costing little bits all over the map. Because, like, you know, here's an example. The only bridge up till this time, this far north on the Mississippi, was this one, the Father Louis Hennepin Bridge. This is... Yeah, that's right. If they barely make money, but they look cool, it's so worth having. But yeah, look at this. We have bumper to bumper, horse to horse butt traffic in Minneapolis, St. Paul. There's just so much going on up here. You know, and what I have to do is I got to watch to make sure the AI never slams a bridge across the river here. If it does, I delete it. Because this is the only one. You want to go across, you have to go all the way upriver to the falls, and then there's another road that comes around. That's the only way you're crossing. Until later. And then more and more bridges show up. But here's the other thing. This bridge, there's no rail traffic on it. So if you want to bring a train, you know, from over here to this side, St. Paul, you got to go all the way around. And here's the track for it. It's got to come all the way around here, go through all these curves to get back up here. Yeah, it adds up. This guy is driving backwards. I gotta fix this. Gotta figure out what happened, why she's turned around. Yeah, but look, she's got 72 passengers. She's making money. Don't care. She's driving backwards. It's got to be fixed. And that, you know, that just messes you up for making money. Because, you know, something happened and this train, for whatever reason, just decided to turn backwards one day. And now, you know, I don't know how long she's been doing it. Well, yeah, I mean, once you start doing distribution centers and... Okay, so here's what's going on. She's messed up here. We need her to go... Oh man, come on. Come on. Right there. There you go. Alright, so... Did she get messed up in St. Paul? Oh, we'll find out. I got a train that's hauling planks down to New Orleans. I'm not on it because I saw we're talking and then I saw this problem, and you get distracted and you never make it back down there. That's why I think this game is great. You know, that's why I think the huge maps are great in this game, because you can just get so lost and overwhelmed with stuff, and you know, because you're sitting here one day going, man, what am I going to do next? And then next thing you know, it's 4 hours later, and you know, you haven't, the one thing you wanted to do, you never got back to. But you can see we're single track. Here's the siding. Well, one thing that I learned about using trucks is I cannot, my last two maps got to 60,000 and 72,000 population. I cannot wait to do like freight at the end. Well, yeah, that's, but it's still a fun game. All right, here's St. Paul. Let's see what she does. Come on. No, you don't. Alright, so we're missing signals here. Turn around. There you go. Man, look at that bumper-to-bumper traffic up there. There's nothing I can do about it, because I'm stuck with just that one bridge. The Father Louis Hennepin Bridge was the only bridge that crossed the Mississippi this far north. I have another 10 years to go until another bridge shows up. I love doing this. I don't understand why people don't like starting in 1850. It lets you do things like have a train go past a little village building. You know, it just, you know, stuff just looks, you know, alive and cool. You know, oh, it's a horse and buggy. They go slow. So what? I mean, you should be able to make money with a horse and buggy. You don't need a semi to make money. You just need to, you know, know how to play the game. But I mean, it's fun with trucks going all over the map. This engine never got upgraded. Well, because I'm not supposed to be back up here, you know, because I'm doing the map in a circuit. So time got advanced. Yeah, this is a GV. So I shouldn't be up here yet. Do you reckon? So this is so the Madison area is the cheese curd capital of the world, and so this train going to Madison is aptly named Poutine. You know, you gotta. Then you see people that they play the game and they get bored, and you look at their screen and it's like, truck 101, truck 102. It's like, give them a name, make it fun, have something interesting with it. There's that caboose. But no caboose on passenger cars. We're missing a signal in Madison, I bet. We can fix it before the train ever gets here. Oh, look at that. Yep. One-way signals. Why are these guys having a problem? What did I mess up with these guys? See, you touch one thing, man. So what does the steel 1, 2, 3, 4 mean? Oh, that's what each vehicle would be called. Yeah, see, it's useful, but what do you call on the line? Like, here's an example. It's here's the food factory up here. You know what this is going to be called, right? Because it's the food factory right outside of Bloomington, near Minneapolis, St. Paul. Mall of America Food Court. So every train, every truck that's taking a delivery here is going to the Mall of America delivery area. It's just, like here, Mall of America. It's just, you got to keep it interesting. It's, here, where's St. Louis? Here we go. Get you a good view of it. That to me is high detailing or heavy detailing. Yeah, I try and make it more entertaining for myself, so I can keep my attention. But do you know what the name of this food factory is? It's in St. Louis. It's on the river. Anheuser-Busch Brewery. It's just so I have I don't have them for another 20 or 40 years, but I have modded St. Louis, Anheuser-Busch Brewery is largest brewery in St. Louis. Been there. They actually invented reefer cars to haul beer around by train. From using ice and then mechanical refrigeration. It's the internet was built on porn, but the rail industry was built on beer. They have I have food trucks that are actually modified tanker cars. So they are box cars with beer signs on them, or they're tanker cars. So, like, I have a food factory that is a dairy farm. It's labeled for a famous dairy farm. And all the food stuff that comes out of there, in a couple years when it unlocks, because the person modding it, they did it for whatever reason. I just have it so that it's not cheaty in terms of its value. It doesn't haul 50 times the amount or anything silly like that. But it definitely is, it allows me to stick with the theme of it. So in a couple years, everything coming out of here is going to be, you know, stainless steel cars or boxcars. And it, you know, the workshop is cool that way. I mean, I reached out to 2 people that do detailing for about doing some custom vehicles so that they will look better on this map. I'm just waiting for them to have free time to put the stuff together. It's the sort of thing that I have the software to do, but it just turns, if I do it, it turns out looking like junk. You know. Yeah, why is this broke? Milwaukee Road, the Bloomington Flyer. Okay. It starts in St. Paul. Oh, yeah, this, whatever I did down here, I broke it down here. Something broke this. No, I hear you. You need to come over here. Track. Yeah, this is what's going on. See, this guy is going back on this inbound track, and they need to cross over to here. Get you out here. Get you down here. There's a new part of me, part I want you to see. You haven't seen the best of me, I know. You can try to fool yourself, like you love somebody. How far back is the siding? Okay, here's the siding. So this is two-way track here. Come through here. Come down here. Down here. Oh, I know what it is. Where are you trying to stop? You are trying to stop on... You need to go over to 4. Okay. Change that color so we can see it better. Alright, you're making your loop. Coming down here. You're stopping off here. Why can you not get down to Bloomington? Okay, what did we put in here? That's a turnaround. So you're coming down here. That should be... Why is that even there? Did I delete something here? That should be... one way if there at all. Come through here, and you gotta get over to there. This is just the return. How did I delete this track? I don't know what I was thinking, apparently. There we go. Well, yeah, it's I mean, it's real easy, you know. You're gonna know the name of you know, a steel mill somewhere in the UK. You know, on your, you know, this is Minnesota. It's the home of 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. You know, it's there's a lot of resources that come out of the state. You know, you want potassium, you can get that out of Florida. So, you know, any map that you make, your references are going to be, you know, just as localized and interesting. I think, though, you have more people making UK maps. Where am I? Oh, New Orleans. We got to go find that train. Oh, here it is. Do we have any? All right, she's going to pick up an order of logs or planks. Oh yeah, this has to be redone as a tunnel. There's no way we're keeping this as a not tunnel. All right. There's another train heading into the quarry back there. Come on, man. What are you waiting for? All right. How are you getting those planks? All right. You turn it in here. Grabbing them and heading down to New Orleans. Okay. More signals on here. Yeah, you know, it's the more I play these games, the like Workers and Resources Soviet Republic has different types of power pools in it, high and low voltage. When you're playing the game and you look at these things, and you have to bring them into a neighborhood or a factory area, I did it myself many times. It was like we used to walk our dogs along a stretch of road that was a high power line, you know, tracked. And well, yeah, but like any game. But the thing that was interesting to me was that I would play the game and I'd be like, why am I putting down these high power poles? They're not anywhere around. And then I'd be in the car the next day and I could just count them because there were so many of them all over the place. Same thing happened with City Skylines. Yumble did a video on an intersection that I thought was pretty interesting. And I responded to him and said, you know, that's an interesting intersection, but I have been driving, you know, a huge amount of time in my life, and I have never seen this intersection anywhere in the United States. And then I Googled it, and there's one 3 miles down the road from my house. And I had to post the link in the picture and apologize and say, man, I had, you know, because when you're at ground level driving through the thing, you don't think it's some, you know, groundbreaking intersection. Come to find out it was a big deal, like first developed in the country, you know, 10 years before I was born. And, you know, I'm sitting there going, I see you making it, but this thing, you know, it's like when somebody shows you a picture of like an elevated roundabout, you know, and you're like, I have never seen one of these anywhere. And they're like, really? Have you ever been to this airport? It's like, yeah, what about? Oh, that is? because, you know, you're living in the weeds. You know, it's. All right, so we're trying to get 133 planks down to New Orleans and get across this traffic. Yeah, there's that whole psychological thing about that. That if you go looking and you're like, I want to get like a red something car, you know, come on, man, what are you waiting for? Oh, this. There's a signal there. There's a signal there.
Morph. How you doing, Morph?
Hey, it's Crowbar. Hey, Morph.
Hello. Oh, hang on, let me...
Yeah, it definitely is that, you know.
Yeah.
Crowbar, how'd your barbecue go?
All right. It went well.
You had a barbecue.
Yeah, made some swordfish on the grill.
I take it this card doesn't come through the stream.
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Let me turn the music down for a second. I'm sorry, what was you said?
I said, does this card come through on your stream?
Yes, it does. And if you look on the stream, you'll see that your name is up there at the top telling that you're in channel.
Oh yeah, man.
So my prediction is that this run's going to generate about 10 million in revenue. The problem is it's just going to be a forever long trip. But it is the closest sawmill to New Orleans to get down there to make tools. And it's actually part of the problem that I have with this map being so huge. It's these, you know, hey, we're making, 50 million this year. How about next year? Oh, you're making 35. The swings have just been brutal.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to find a map like this or make one. Might have a mess around with the creator.
Well, that's the problem you'll have doing the passenger only run if you do it, is that the modifier is 125 or 150%. Can't remember which for freight. So, you have a run that pays you $1 million as a passenger, it'll pay you $1 million, 250 or $1.5 million for freight. The reason they say that they give it to you that way is because, okay, this cannot go. Yeah, let's drop another engine on this thing. Manage vehicle. Come on, man, hurry it up. It'll be there by the time you finish doing this. I lost the train. Get back, get it back. Come on, get it back. We need to know the speed. There we go, 23. And that is not much better.
I'll be 2 seconds, I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty.
So what'd you have with the swordfish? Asparagus? Baked potato?
We had some oven fried potatoes with balsamic vinegar, and then the swordfish was kind of different. You cook it on the grill for about 8 minutes, and then you put it in the marinade for about half an hour or so. So it's like, instead of marinated on the front end, you marinate it on the back end. But it was really tasty.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I did steak on the grill. And then my better half, she cooked up mushrooms, caramelized onions. She made a veggie burger because one of the people at the party was a vegan. And then the rest of it was pretty much trays, you know, like a cheese tray, a vegetable tray, a fruit tray.
Nice.
You know, because I mean, she's got stuff to do, and she has a trip this Thursday. So, you know, with stuff that she's doing, it's not. The trays will last for a couple days, you know. And now this way, it just becomes everybody can just snack or grease on something. We tried to get like, you know, cookies, but you know, I mean, what's a Labor Day cookie? You know, red, white, and blue. And the one thing that the store had was footballs and baseballs, which seemed like an odd kind of cookie.
Yeah.
$42. Trying to get back up to 50. I had to put a second engine on this train. It's going to eat into the profits quite a bit. 49. There we go, 50. So I'll at least get credit for being full speed. You just have to you have to peg out the meter once on the whole trip. I just rode over a piece of track that I would refer to as ugly track. It's got a gap between the ballast and the ground. And here we are back at the Gulf States, where I've been for the last 3 days. I say back, it's where I'm currently at. But you know, you get so distracted in one area of the map. That's what I was just telling Morph. That's why I love the really large maps. You know, there's just so much stuff going on that. You know, you can't get back here anytime soon. Or you just be, you know, bopping all over the place like a spaz, and it's just, it's not healthy. Alright, come on. Here we go. Let's see the number. $4.2 million. And the train costs $600K to operate. And it looks like she'll make a trip, what, every 2 years? She'll make a trip every 60 minutes. Well, that's not good, but it's better than nothing. But now I can start making tools in New Orleans. When I built this station, I made it 320 meters long with the thought that I am never going to need that.
And now it's not long enough, is it?
Well, no, actually, it was definitely long enough, but it was because it lets I try and make the station so that the trains can switch in the station area because it makes it easier for me to keep the single track going as much as possible. Because right now, as these trains get longer, the switching siding just becomes goofy long. And it just, it sort of takes on a, is it really a switching siding there, or are you just double tracking? Come on, who are you waiting for now? Yeah, some of these pieces that I got going are just way too long. But well, see if we can throw another train on this line. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Oh, yeah. Manage vehicles. And we're going to duplicate it. She is Illinois Central, which is an interesting railroad because it's really not in Illinois that much. It goes all up and down the central U.S. and out to the Pacific.
I don't think it ever went out to the Pacific.
Well, it crosses from my standpoint, it crosses the Mississippi. It's like, that's the West, For how I'm playing this game, I mean, the Chicago Rock Island. Well, actually, that went into Washington State, I think. I don't know. I've looked up so many freaking railroad lines since I started playing this map. Because I've been given the areas that I've been, the cities are in.
Yeah.
The trains are named. The passenger lines are named. Like the Des Moines excursion. But the freight trains are numbered for the area. And then to give the locomotives a random number, after I buy it, I use the numbers of what's left in the wallet to give me the numbers for the locomotive. It's not the best method, but it is a method.
Yes, it is.
I'm back.
Hey,
Sorry.
welcome back.
Hello.
The wife's out. She's very, very drunk.
Oh my.
So how have you been, Crowbar?
Okay. How about for you, Morph?
Not too bad. I took a break from PC
Yeah.
gaming mainly.
How's the family?
They're all good. I've got two more in secondary school.
Mm.
Well, they had their first days today.
Ah.
Baby's doing well. The oldest is a bit hormonal and because obviously I've got two stepkids, so they're a bit because their actual dad is having a baby with his new partner. She was a bit upset about it today, so I had to deal with that.
Yeah, it's changes, and those aren't easy sometimes, right?
They're not, and it's difficult because he doesn't bother with them, which annoys the hell out of me. And then when I see her upset, I get angry. And then I've got to not be angry because I don't want them to see me being angry.
Yeah.
And there's not a great deal I can do about it.
Well, we had our first 4-year-old soccer game on Saturday to go to. And, 4-year-olds at soccer, they're either going to have a lot of fun or they're going to be clinging to mom and not wanting to play.
Beat the hell out of each other.
Well, yeah. Luckily, that would have been more entertaining because the clinging to mom just irks mom. And, luckily, because we were supposed to be at the house for a barbecue afterwards, and luckily we had a problem with the dogs we had to go take care of. And it was like, okay, go to the house where there's going to be, uncomfortable tension with this, the one 4-year-old who's just, just being a 4-year-old in some ways. And another way, it's not the way you want him to behave.
Yeah.
Or, hey, let's go deal with the dogs. So, it was easier and safer to go deal with the dogs. Which is a shame because, you want to do stuff with the kids, but, that's also the part about being the grandparent is that, as my wife reminds me all the time, it's like, well, when they're not your kids, you're limited to what you can say and do.
Yeah. Not at the point of being a grandparent yet, so.
Well, no, but you get to, you may have grandparents in the picture. And,
oh, yeah, definitely.
They have a different relationship,
Yes.
Hopefully they have a different relationship. They know their place.
The one of them not quite, but she has to be told. But she's technically not my grandparent. There's my kids' grandparents. There's only my parents don't bother. Like I very rarely ever see them. And then obviously my partner's parents, they're here all the time, and they're absolutely amazing with all of them. Like, because I've got obviously my partner's got 2 girls, I've got 2 girls, and then we've got the baby, which is ours. And her parents will treat every single one of them exactly the same. No questions asked. They don't have to, but they always have. My parents don't bother, and then because I only have one grandparent, which is my granddad, but he's remarried, so his wife can be very. Her opinion of a 1-year-old is when I'd said I don't bring her around much because she'll be in all the cupboards, and she'll run right around the kitchen. She'll want to get hold of stuff, the things a 1-year-old will do. Her opinion of that was, I have an easy solution for that. Just say no. It's like, I know you've had kids. How do you know that doesn't work on a 1-year-old? If I just say no to a 1-year-old, she's just going to look at me and say, why?
Yep.
Yes. Well, she's 2 in January, so she's, 18 months? 19 months old? Yeah, 19 months old. So, she gets a bit too shouty for my liking. But she's Scottish, so hey ho.
So, one of the songs on my playlist over the weekend, because I was playing Latin music along with ASMR stuff, was this song about Mi Abuela. And I was like, okay, I understand there's a cultural difference, but I just can't imagine there being an English pop hit song. My grandmother, my grandmother, my grandmother. You know, like, it just doesn't.
No. I couldn't imagine it either.
So on the overnights, if I'm playing like from midnight to 4 in the morning, I change the title to do ASMR, and then like I've had titles on here like the sleeper train to New Orleans, because I'm building a train line from like Des Moines into New Orleans. So I will build the train line, and then I will have the train running with the sleeping music or chill music and the ASMR sounds playing.
Yeah.
And I don't talk during those because no one wants to hear me talk. They want to hear, crinkle, 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 or, whatever other sounds they want to listen to. And it's interesting how much more viewers that brings in. I mean, I enjoy doing it because I think the game has fun sounds. It's it's entertaining. Because there's games where I turn the audio off. This isn't one of them.
Yeah. So I used to find it tricky with music when I streamed, and then I started using stream beats and other stuff. So it was just, but obviously I was streaming different games, so it was just nice chilled out music in the background, and I always had trouble explaining what I was doing because I was streaming a lot of Factorio and Satisfactory, and I get people asking, why are you doing it this way? Why don't you do it, the way the YouTubers tell you to do it? And I was like, because I like it this way, and I have no clue what I'm doing. Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
For me, so that's the way I'm doing it.
Well, that was the thing. I mean, I even started doing YouTube videos of my way of doing it because I felt, and I was reading something someone had put on Steam about Factorio, and it was that players have become too reliant on blueprints, and you can literally say Nihilus, for instance, if you've ever watched him, and you could go download his blueprints and go almost start to finish without having to do anything and just put down the blueprints. Stick a mod on that gives you robots at the start and just plop down his blueprints. And once you get to a certain point, everything's done and you can go from start to finish and not understand the game.
It's funny, but some people like to do it that way, don't they?
They do.
I posted a negative review of a game that I played for about 2 hours and completed 70 of the 90 Steam achievements. Because the achievements were just worthless. They were like, distribute 1 flyer, distribute 10, distribute 100, distribute 1,000. They had no like challenge or purpose to them. And as much as Steam achievements are insignificant and they're, at the same time though, they are a window to how much the devs, think about the player base or the challenge that's out there for them. And it's also a way to look at how other people play these games and see like how few Steam achievements they've completed. Factorio has really good Steam achievements.
Yes.
I mean, those things will challenge you to play the game. I hate the ones where they're just stupid things.
Yeah, like there's games where there's achievements just for starting the game.
You know what's funny
See,
is when you only see that 80% of the players have completed that one.
Yeah.
Well, Crowbar's... Morph, have you ever played Rust?
I have not.
Have not.
I've I've watched a few videos on it. I think there's a guy I watch. He's quite funny. I watch him playing it every now and then, but I've never played it. I don't even have it.
Yeah, that was the comments that I got from people looking for a game, because apparently, I mean, Rust has never died down in popularity.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's, there's a game with, all of the first-person shooter games are always the biggest, most popular games on Steam at any given time. You want to go play a game on Steam that's popular right now, go play, Escape from Tarkov, Rust, Dota, any shooter, Valorant, any shooter sort of game. It's interesting just compared to these type of games how popular those shooters are.
Yeah. I never got Rust. To be honest with you, I probably won't get it because I'm on quite a tight budget and I've already got a couple of games in mind.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we never got that convoy going.
We did not. I am going to pick up the American version anyway. I was playing the Euro Truck last night and I was like, yeah, I'll get the American one.
I did restart the tutorial though. There is a full tutorial in the game.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, that walks you back through. I had to just delete the profile and it brought it back up. But it walks you through all the settings, like, do you want, easy parking or, pull-in parking, or do you want full backup parking when you have to make a delivery? I mean, I would think that if you're driving a truck, you'd want to lower the landing gears, but apparently there's people who don't even want to do that when they're playing the game. They just want to drive from A to B.
You can literally have the game so it is just A to B the whole time.
Yeah, and apparently there's a cruise control on it, so it'll just drive for you.
See, I use the cruise control, but I use the cruise with the pad, but I use it so I don't go over the speed limit. So I get to the limit I want, turn the cruise control on, and then obviously I've got to steer, because with the keyboard it's next to impossible to just get a speed you want. With the pad it's not impossible, but it's tricky compared to using the wheel and the pedals.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a multiplayer game that, everybody around here would, be interested in. And it's herding cats, not easy.
I imagine it's not. See, it's a problem I have with my friends is finding a game that everyone wants to play. At the minute they're all playing Destiny, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it feels
new. The same thing, so
it smells new.
It didn't even I got it when Witch Queen came out, and then I missed the last season, and they were playing it this season, so I thought I'll give it a try. And nah, just couldn't get on with it.
Did you ever play Frostpunk?
I have it, but I've never played it.
Yeah, that's one of those games that I played for like an hour and turned off. Because it just, the people are out and freezing in the cold and they gotta go do stuff. And, I played it and I was just like, I don't care if you people die. I could not immerse myself into the, the game, and I couldn't, dispense with reality. And
Yeah. See, when I play games like that, Banished, I find them once you've hit a certain point in the game, there's nothing left to do.
Oh man, did you just say banished?
Yes.
Crowbar, man. Is Jeff on? Do we have to drag him in here
I don't know if he's on or not.
so he can tell us how Banished is like such a great game and why are we playing all these other games because they're just the same like Banished? It's like, dude, that game is 12 years old. Give us a break, man. You know, people want to play something different.
It's
Played
got
Banished for
a decade old for Jeff.
6 hours, and I was like, yeah, that's everything. I've got a settlement. It's doing well. It's self-sustaining.
All right. Is it growing?
It was growing, and it grew, and all I had to do was build a house every now and then. I was just like, nah, I don't want to.
I'm so over this house building thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Oh, there's some
Like, you don't need an eye in the sky to tell you to build houses anymore. Just build your houses. I want to get into a game of Satisfactory, but I can't be bothered to do it on my own.
I bring it up all the time, and you know, part of the problem is, you know, like, I mean, Jeff wants to talk about how it's such a, you know, the creatures are dangerous, and it's like they're not dangerous at
Nah,
all, man. They're just, you know, put down
they're
a
just
telephone
there.
pole and they go away. Like and he does some stuff, and him and Crowbar are oil and vinegar when it comes to Satisfactory, man. I don't know what he does, but apparently he, like, yeah, I don't even know what he does. It's just, you know, like he wants to talk about like doing something, like he does this stuff where he's like loading up a factory with something. Oh, I know what it is. Him and Crowbar got into an argument like a week or two ago about. It was a discussion. It was a discussion
it was a
where
bit of an
where
argument.
you know the conversation was, hey Jeff, if you load up the game in creative mode, and you give yourself a jetpack that lets you travel anywhere you want, you're playing in creative mode. It's not, you know. It was like, well, I turned creative mode off after I gave myself this jetpack to travel everywhere in the game. It's like, yeah, but you still already made the
But you've
change to
already
the
got the
game.
jetpack.
Yeah, like it's
And you can always turn it back on.
oh, and he went in and changed all of his nodes to pure.
See, the only time I would do something like that, and I did it with Factorio, was if I just wanted to build something utterly ridiculous. I did it with Factorio, I turned them all to unlimited, and that was, I think, my 4th playthrough, and I just wanted to try and build something insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Satisfactory part of the game at the start is, you know, getting past the creatures, which I think is pretty easy. To be honest with you, I think they've broke them at the minute because they're too easy. And it's traversing the map and finding the nodes that are hard to get to, and then figuring out how you're going to get those pure nodes into your factories. That's a big part of the game for me. I wouldn't turn them all pure because then you just find a spot in the first starting area where literally everything was within arm's reach. Actually, there's a spot near the desert where everything's within arm's reach, apart from coal. Coal's a little bit further out, but not that far out.
Yep. It's it was entertaining to listen to. But the problem with that is like that just doesn't bode well for, you know, people sticking together to build a mega complex or harvesting all the resources. You know. Because that,
The problem I had last time I played it is I played it with Crip, a friend I was telling you about yesterday,
yeah,
and Janet.
Yeah.
Now, Crip, if you can keep him engaged in the game, is brilliant. He'll just follow your lead. We'll decide what we're doing. We'll go off and we'll do little bits. Janik, with any game like that, any survival game I've ever played with him, he will go off and do his own thing. So Satisfactory tried to build his own factory, and then he was getting annoyed because he couldn't get the resources he needed. Ark, he did the same thing in that. 7 Days to Die, always has to go off and do his own thing, and then complains that we're too far ahead. And if I play with Crip, I literally cannot touch the game unless he's on, because if I sit playing Satisfactory, I will sit there for hours, and I will go off and I will get what I want. I'll build my factory, and I'll do what I'm setting out to do. I'll give myself a task and I'll get it done. But he'll come on, then he'll see this massive factory that's smelting steel and be like, well, you've just gone off and done your own thing, so I won't play anymore. Which is why I have trouble finding people to play it with.
yeah. Well, the problem that we had was on the first two playthroughs on Satisfactory was there was the guy who offered to do research, and I mean I can load up the save files or the videos from then to remember his name, but he offered to do research.
As in go out, get hard drives and bring them back, or just sit in front of the map.
Well, that's the interesting thing, because I thought that meant, hey, I want to work on research, and it's like, man, that's cool. What I didn't think it meant was I am going to run around the map and gather every single hard drive, bring them all back here, and then yell at you to make sure that you're loading them up when I'm not online.
See, I'm all for someone going off and getting hard drives. That's perfectly fine. It's actually a big help. But I would say going off and getting hard drives is like a mid-game point. So, you know, once you've got Blade Runners and stuff like that, and you've got stuff getting built. So if you've got 4 players, you've got 3 working on whatever you're working on, and someone going off getting a couple of hard drives, and then everybody pitches in. But if everybody's offline and the hard drives don't get put in, the hard drives don't get put in.
Yeah,
I think there's only 60 hard drives in the game, and it's 10 minutes apiece.
Yeah, this was the experience with this was like before you knew it, like he went and there's internet resources that give it to you, but he was doing it himself also. It was I need 5 of this and 4 of that and 3 of these. All right, I'll be back. And then he would take off. And before you knew it, it was like, hey man, did you even ask if anybody else wanted to do this? Because there's people on here who are playing the game for the first time, and his answer was, no, it's quicker if I do it.
Well, no, but if you've got people playing for the first time, at least take them off to see what a down dropship looks like and how you retrieve a hard drive.
Yeah, that was not in his style.
See, me and Crip used to go off together. Like, we'd get our factory up and running. So we always used to go off for hard drives before we hit oil. So we'd get like tier 3, and then we'd go off looking for hard drives. So that we had our factory buildings, our materials that we needed, and we'd go off, find some hard drives, and hope we got stitched iron plates, stitched steel plates, because it was a cheaper recipe to use. And a few other recipes, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but like the quick wire and stuff like that. And we'd go off, try to find a few hard drives, and then we'd go back, build more factory, and then we'd go off looking for more hard drives. That way we weren't sat around waiting for resources to build up. We were going back and forth. And we would do it together so that it was the pair of us doing it.
Yeah, having fun.
Yeah, enjoying the game, exploring. And every now and then we'd get sidetracked and we'd find like a pure Caterham deposit or a quartz deposit and start building on it. I remember once we found 2 pure quartz deposits in a cave and we literally built a factory inside the cave.
Well, the interesting thing about the map is that in Satisfactory, the map is fixed.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that's a bit of an impediment for me to go back and play the game a second time around, just wandering around.
Yeah.
You know, because it's.
Yeah, if I take 2 more steps down this way, I'm going to come across this deposit.
Yeah.
That's why when I started again, I started in the desert because I always started in the first starting area. So I was like, that. Do you know what? I'll start somewhere else.
Morph, do you still
But
have the screen up?
I do.
Do you see this junction here?
I do.
This is New Orleans. This is, here's the
How big is that train?
that's a 154, and this one's a 154. I've got 203s already running on the map in various places.
Yeah.
But here's this is here the Cafe Du Monde 1420. She's carrying she's up to 140, so she should have 140 food on her. I wonder why she doesn't. But yeah, here's how they get into New Orleans. Just you'll enjoy this. Just all this track here to handle all these stations. And that's just as large as this train is. It's funny that you mentioned the size of it. And now, do you know where she's going?
Reversing out and going back.
Yep. So even a train this large still has to go to the Y in reverse. And right now I'm trying to bring more trains in here to make these yards even busier. And there's the passenger stuff over there. But here's the passenger, cargo, depot, water towers. I've got some sand towers to put down. And you see, it doesn't make it in here any way at all. It's just enough to get in there a little bit so that the game will let it turn around. It's a simple thing, but it makes this whole thing entertaining.
It does. I'm going to shoot off in a minute anyway, but if you're ever up for playing Satisfactory, just let me know.
I will.
New update, new areas, new stuff.
I think we just got to get John and Crowbar to say they want to do it.
Sounds good.
But yeah, here we are pulling out of here at 14 kilometers an hour. 13. Just trying to get up this hill.
obviously that'll improve when you get. What speed do you have the years on?
Well, oh, so right now I'm stopped at 1875 until I make a complete loop around the map again. So what I do is I move forward a couple years and I make a loop that goes, here's New Orleans. And after New Orleans, we'll go back up to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then after...
So
Go
you
ahead, sir.
keep the year frozen.
Yeah, I'll keep the year frozen until we come back up to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then Milwaukee, and then over to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then back down the Mississippi to St. Louis. And then once St. Louis is a little bit of attention, I'll move the clock forward and then just keep making the loop around the map.
Because I do what's similar. I keep the year like frozen because I think it goes up too fast.
Yeah, it goes up way too fast.
Like you've got to you could set a train that'll go from like one city to the other when a year's gone by, and it's like, well, no, train to do that in a couple of hours, not a year.
Yeah, it takes away the, the current upgrade right now is, from the Russian GV, to a different train. It's like you just don't want to open up the window and go upgrade all and upgrade 100 trains in one shot. You don't get to even just, hey, does this line need to be upgraded?
Yeah. Right, I am going to shoot off. It was fun sitting with you.
Well, I appreciate the chat, man.
Yeah,
All right. Take care. Nice to talk to you.
Interesting to see how someone else plays it. You too, Kerbal.
Thanks.
I'm going to go to sleep because it's 3:30 and I'm tired.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a time differential there.
Yes. Right, I'll catch you later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
So what's your plans there, Mr. Crowbar?
I think I'm going to go over to the white building and see if there's anything good hiding out in there. Usually is. But first, I'm going to see if I can figure out where all these footsteps are coming from. Up there they are. Okay. Oh, damn it. Trying to see if I can find some more Scar H magazines.
I'm sitting here trying to build a bridge over a chunk of rail, and 3 times now the game is like, no, the city wants a street here. I think I've had to pause the game now to... I went to trouble to bring parts down here to make tools. And none of these cities want tools. I thought a lot more down here wanted it. Interesting. Well, that's furry tools. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I got 4 cities to send tools by ferry. So that's a whole other time streaming, because that could take several hours to do. These guys want tools. Huh. Interesting. Wonder what I was thinking.
We're thinking that they might want some tools.
Yeah, I know. It's like, wait, why none of these people want tools? What? Did you change your mind? Why? Why did I think you wanted tools? Well, alright, that's 3 hours for me. It's time to... If I don't wrap these up when they're, you know, small chunks, I'll just sit here. Let's see. Game music off. Alright, so next time I come back to this game, I am going to get a train going to Tallahassee, then I'm going to need a train to go into New Orleans with tools to drop it off over here at the dock, and then I got to set up a tool ferry to go to the 4 cities on the river: Opelousas, a dozen people join in tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. Quite a few chat and text. It's definitely an interesting night.